every word they say, and they just say stuff that like they know is going to affect you, and it can be all different things, and they just try and push you to a limit of like breaking, and like that's like their goal is to break you. Well, it started, and they would just like make like little snippets, and they would be whispering to their friends, but they would like whisper like loud enough so like they know you could hear it, but like not to make a big deal about it. And then it got to the point when they would like say stuff directly to me, and they would talk about like my weight, and they would say I was ugly and that I was fat. And like though I'm a senior now, I still don't go into the cafeteria. Like I've tried to make sure I've never had a lunch period, because I didn't want to be put in a position of going into the cafeteria again and seeing them, or just like being in the environment. Like even throughout like junior high when this was happening, I never went in the cafeteria. Like my first day of 8th grade, I ate in the stairwell crying because I had nowhere to sit and the library wasn't open. So after that, they would put like notes in my locker, and I would open it and they would all fall out.
Victims are for the most part. I think that you could spot them on the internet, on Facebook, on MySpace, on Twitter. I think you guys can see what's happening in the hallways, in the locker rooms, outside of school. I think it's obvious, although I think that the problem of people being desensitized is a real problem and something that we have to work on. Address the role of the bystander in these situations and encourage people to step forward and say something. And I think the more we create a climate like that, where that's the expectation, that's the right thing to do, the less likely it is that it's one person who's stepping forward. It'll be multiple people coming forward and saying this is wrong, this should stop.
Obviously, technology has changed all of our lives for the good for a lot of us, and also it's been very, very challenging. It's changed the way we become parents. It's changed the way that we do our job as social workers. It's changed the way all of us communicate. Everything has changed, and even though technology is wonderful, a lot of us feel that way, and everybody's plugged into something. I mean, everywhere you go, people are plugged in. Some of you are plugged in right now. As plugged in as we are, we're all tuned out. The second they turn that computer on, the bully is there. The second that they turn their phone on, the bully is there. They can't get away from it. It's different, and it takes over their lives.
Alexis is a beautiful 17-year-old girl, very talented in soccer and lacrosse. She had many friends.
Very outgoing, very upbeat. She had friends everywhere. It didn't matter who you were. Didn't matter what group you were with, whether you were a jock, or you were with the chess club, or you were with the computer club. She befriended you. And, she was a typical teen with some typical teenage problems, and what happened was a shock to us. and devastating to us. She had a saying, "Give everything but up." Ironic that it was her saying, but this occurred. Unfortunate, but you know, we're here because we don't want parents, we don't want families, friends to suffer what we're going through, and this is forever. We will go through this for the rest of our lives.
Every 7 minutes, someone is bullied. Don't become another statistic. Learn from me in my situation. Please seek help and talk to someone.